Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, the interest of love's climax picks up the narrative. 4 years later, after moving on with their lives, Sang-soo and Su-yeong soon were cross paths. As time goes on, Sang-soo is transferred to the Yeongnam branch after being elevated to the position of assistant manager. It's been 4 years since he last saw Su-yeong. Some nights he forgets about her others, he remembers her well. The wedding of Ms. B and Mr. Ma is attended by all of the staff. Mae-jung is a manager at the HQ. Mr. No is now the branch manager and Miss Ko is expecting her third child. Mae-jung attends the nuptials. Sang-soo turns to greet her when she hears her name. Thoughts of her cause him to grin. Despite not seeing her, Mae-jung keeps a safe distance while keeping an eye on him. In her conversation with Jang Pil, she asserts that Sang-soo is now merely an ex. Sang-soo goes on blind dates, but thus far it appears that none of them have been successful. Su-yeong, on the other hand, is the proprietor of Future Happiness, a drawing cafe. Despite communicating with Ms. Seo, she has never inquired about Sang-sai. Sang-soo traveled with Su-yeong to the beach in Tongyeon and other locations. Since his first love's grief hasn't totally subsided. Although the discomfort is not intolerable, it is persistent. Sang-soo pursues a lady because he believes she is Su-yeong. Unaware that Su-yeong runs the cafe, he finds up visiting it. He asks what the name of the cafe is since it makes him think of her. Su-yeong visits the Yeongnam office to apply for a loan. As her cafe security deposit is being raised once more, Sang-soo and Su-yeong are missing one another. Su-yeong and Mae-jung cross paths in an art museum. The two females are happy to see one another. Mae-jung acknowledges that she was angry with her and questioned why she acted in such a way. Su-yeong admits that she missed Mae-jung, but Mae-jung also missed her. As soon as she has moved on from Sang-soo, Mae-jung informs her that she and her boyfriend plan to visit her cafe. Sang-mother Suze is informed by my mother Joes that Mae-jung may soon get married. Since becoming a police officer, Mr. Jung is currently leading the life he always imagined. At his place of employment, Sang-soo receives a paper and learns about Su Cafe-young's. He makes an attempt to get in touch with her, but decides against it when he recalls what Jang Pil had said about Sang-soo giving up on her and stopping her search when she didn't respond to him. Su-yeong and Sang-soo are still in each other's thoughts. Sang-soo stops by Su Cafe-young's to work on bank-related matters for the first time in 4 years. They meet as soon as the task is over. Sang-soo wants to leave, but Su-yeong invites him to stay and have coffee with her. He hasn't changed in all these years, she observes. The two acknowledge that they made an effort to be joyful, and Su-yeong even claims that she called the cafe Future Happiness out of a desire to discover it. Su-yeong is urged by Ms. CEO to be kind to herself now that she is enjoying a nice life and to quit holding her emotions inside. Even though the watch Su-yeong gave Mr. Jang is broken, he continues to wear it. Both of them run into one another from the opposite side of the street. Su-yeong grinned at him but did not approach. Mr. Jang thanks her and maintains his word. Sang-soo chooses to paint something before leaving Su Cafe-young's. After returning there for business on a beach, he creates a sandcastle that is reminiscent of Su earlier Young's work. He then bids her farewell and departs at the location where Sang-soo visits. When he is going through a trying time in his life, the two cross paths. Su-yeong acknowledges that she frequents this location and they share a coffee. Su-yeong is curious as to why Sang-soo hasn't asked her about never getting in touch with him again. He informs her that while he has some understanding of her motivations, it is not complete. He then follows up on a commitment they made years ago by inviting her to eat pork cutlets with him at his university. Because of the uneven balance, Sang-soo is unable to leave the bank on time. But unlike the previous occasion, he evens the amount with cash from his own pocket and meets Su-yeong on schedule. What happens at the conclusion of the interest of love season 1? Su-yeong and Sang-soo regret their past. When Sang-soo challenges her at the university about why she didn't contact him, she responds by asking him why he wasn't looking for her. Su-yeong responds that she never contacted since there was nothing else to give or receive. When he says that he searched for her but was unable to locate her, the two discuss their earlier times. Sang-soo acknowledges that there was a time when he contemplated it constantly, questioning whether things would have turned out differently if he had been more forthright, had acted without hesitation, and had urged her not to go. On the other side, Su-yeong acknowledges that she frequently ponders whether events would have been different if she had been more forthright with her emotions and had waited for him. She regrets not having been honest with him. What sort of life do Sang-soo and Su-yeong see sharing? The two believe that if circumstances had been different, they would likely be married and have children now. Su-yeong predicts the worst-case scenario as usual and suggests that they may have divorced, while Sang-soo thinks they might have had a happy ending. Sang-soo says that love is two individuals going through life together. After she remarks that they are plain people even in their imaginations, does Sang-soo and Su-yeong have a happy ending? They imagine that they once knew one other, that they fell in love, and that they made bad choices. They yearn for one other more than ever because of all the regrettable moments, but they aren't sure if it was love or if their need was just blinding. Su-yeong asks Sang-soo what he forgot today as they are at the location where during Sang College Su's years, students would go to forget everything and start over. Sang-soo replies with a smile that he forgot nothing, meaning that he did not forget their past and their time spent together to keep their pledge that they could not keep in the past. Sang-soo and Su-yeong go to stroll in the direction of the restaurant serving pork cutlets. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.